Assalamu alaikum. Hello everyone. This is the part 2, finishing the problem. We did the line segments. We're doing now from 0 to 2. We did the 2/3 right over here. 2/3 is right over here, which is this one. I'm sorry, not 2/3, but 3/2. 3/2 is right over here. So because this is 1/2, 2/2, 3/2, right over here. It's greater than 1, less than 2. Moving on, we did 9/5, greater than 1, less than 2, but it's closer to 2, right? So now, moving on, we're gonna deal with the, get back to the red. So this is 14/10. 14/10. 14 is greater than 10. So how do we simplify it again? We put,
we put 10.
1/10, right?
Yeah, 1/10.
Or we can put this number first. Put 14 here
And
times
10.
1/10. This is exactly the same. I'm just writing this in a different way so I can tell you that this is, we're counting by 1/10, a tenth fraction. So let's make a line segment here. This is 0, this is 1, this is 2. There you go. So doing different color here, blue. So 1/10, where will be 1/10? This is like a small fraction.
1/10 would be like over here.
Way over here. So the easy way to do it precisely, we cut this in half. This is like half. And then we cut this section into 5 pieces.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we gonna cut this one to 5 too. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, something like this. So the first one is 1/10. This is 2/10, 3/10. Yeah, I have an extra one here, so let me just erase one. Okay, not the whole thing. Okay, going back to red, we're gonna do like this, and then let's do blue. So we're gonna cut this in half, right? And then we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is 5. So this is 1/2. So this is 1/10, 2/10, 3/10, 4/10, 5/10. What's 5/10?
Is 1/2.
Is the same as 1/1/2. And then this is 4/10, 5/10, 6/10, 7. No, this is 6/10, right? 5/10, 6/10, 7/10, 8/10, 9/10, 10/10. What's 10/10?
10/10 is 1.
Is 1. And then we're gonna go again. This is like 1/2. Remember? This is half, 1, 1/2, right? And then 2. Okay, so we're gonna continue counting by tens. We're gonna cut this section into 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. So the first one is, what's the first one, Ibrahim?
The first one,
this one, like this one here,
is 10/11.
No, not 10/11. It's 11/10.
Oh, 11/10.
Because we're not changing the denominator. We're always counting by the 10. See, always there is a 10 in the bottom, in the denominator. we're changing the top one. We're changing the section, the fraction.
Yeah.
The top one. Always like 1 over 10, 2 over 10. That's why here, remember this one. We're going to count 14, 1 over 10. We're going to count 14 and find what is 14 over 10. Okay, so for this is 11 over 10. This one is 12 over 10. 13 over 10. 14 over 10. This is 15 over 10.
That's the third half.
The third half, because 15 is equal 5 times 3, right? And then 10 is equal 5 times 2, right? If we simplify 5 from the numerator and denominator, we get what?
We get 3 over 2.
3 half. So this is exactly 3 half. Very good. So it's always good to know the difference, know how to play with it. And then, so what is 14 over 10?
Right over there.
So 14 over 10, right before 15 over 10, right?
Yeah.
So it's this one here. This one here. So this is 14 over 10. Very good. 14 over 10. Okay. All right. So we're right. So now we're doing these problems in the bottom here. So 1 okay, again, the second problem is giving you to compare using the line segments between these numbers. So my suggestion is, before you do anything, if the number is already simplified, leave it. But if it's not simplified, you have to simplify it. So, for example, in this one, 1 over 6. This is already simplified. And then what about 4, 12. 412, we can simplify it here. 412. 412 is equal 2 times 2 is 4, right?
Yeah.
12 is equal 2 times 6. Okay? So we're gonna cancel 2 and 2. It's 2 over 6. And we can still cancel this one. What's 6? 6 is 2 times 3, right? Then what's gonna be again if we cancel 2 and 2?
That's 1/3.
1/3. So this one, 14 over 10. Look, 14 over 10. It looks very big. We don't want to deal with it. It's just too long. We're gonna have, if we're gonna do it, keep it the same way. We're gonna have to cut from 0 to 1 until 12 pieces. Maybe this is 6. Maybe this is like 1 over 6. Anyway, we're gonna have to cut it into 12. This is 1 over 12. If this is like 1 over 12, 2 over 12, all the way to 6 over 12. 6 over 12 is the same as 1/2. 6 over 12. You understand this?
Yeah.
6 over 12. And then we're gonna go 7 over 12, 8 over 12, 9 over 12, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 over 12 is what?
12 over 12 is 1.
Correct. So we are given 14 over 12. 14 over 12 is somewhere here. This is 2 over 12, 3 over 12, 4 over 12. So 4 over 12 is less than than 1/2 basically, if we're just dealing with this one. You understand?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's better not to keep it like this because we can simplify it. 4/12 is the same as 1/3.
Yeah.
Okay, so going back, 1/6 and 1/3. Which one is bigger?
It's 1/3.
This one, 1/3. This is bigger. So now it's easier if you simplify it. Okay? I'm gonna stop here and do it in the next video.